Okay, so I might be in the minority here, but I think I like the idea of the screwdriver cocktail a lot more than I ever enjoyed an actual screwdriver when I have one. It doesn't seem to matter what kind of orange juice I use, whether I go buy some bougie fancy stuff from Whole Foods or I freshly squeeze the oranges myself, it just always seems to fall flat. I love orange juice, but when you start mixing it with ice and vodka, it just loses so much of its character and it just feels flat. I think that's the best way to describe it. So you can imagine I was pretty excited when I was flipping through the cocktail Codex and I came across their recipe for the screwdriver. And their solution to flat tasting orange juice is a secret ingredient. This stuff right here. Alright, so we all know how to make a screwdriver. It's vodka and orange juice. Don't mind this guy, he's a veteran of another episode. But like I said, today we're gonna use a secret ingredient. This is a citric acid solution. So it is 4 parts water and 1 part citric acid. You just put it together in a container, mix it up, and you're good to go. All right, so to put this recipe together, we need to cut and squeeze this orange, or I guess I do. You guys aren't really gonna be involved, but you can watch. So we need 4 ounces, and that is not quite enough, so we're gonna have to cut another orange. Okay, and then the final step before we put this drink together is we need to add some of this to that. But the first thing we need to do is taste it, so pretty good actually, but we're gonna add a little bit of citric acid, and the instructions say to add it a drop at a time. There's 1, oh, I'm gonna live dangerously, 2 drops. Give that a mix. Let's taste it again. Oh wow, tastes so much more orangey. You know what, I'm gonna give it 1 more drop. Boom. No, I think it needs 2 more. It's a lot of orange juice. There we go. Starting to get somewhere. Let's do 2 more. You know what? I'm gonna try that. We'll see if that holds up on its own. And finally, we are ready to assemble. So I've got a frozen Collins glass, 3 ice cubes, exactly like the book says. I've got my modified orange juice and some vodka. They call for Aylesbury duck, but I literally cannot get that where I live. I don't think anybody in the entire state carries it. So today we're going with Tito's. All right, let's build it. Start with 2 ounces of vodka. I love how frozen spirits look almost syrupy. It's great. Put that in the glass. And then 4 ounces of orange juice, which I'm not gonna strain this because I kinda like a little bit of pulp in my orange juice. It might be a lot of pulp, but we're gonna go with it. So we'll do 2 ounces. Plus 2 more ounces. Oh man, we just had enough. Perfect. Wunderbar. All right, now if I drop the ice in, it's gonna go kaploosh out the top. So we use our trusty bar spoon to get this all put together. Come on, 1 little ice cube. Okay, now I can drop them in. 2 little ice cube. 3 little ice cube. What's going on? Is that not, it doesn't fit? I guess my Collins glass tapers because it doesn't want to fit. There we go. All right. Give this a stir. It's really easy to mix it if you just push the ice cubes up and down. It forces the liquid all around them and chills it. And it helps to start with cold vodka and a cold glass too. That definitely helps. All right, so we'll add a straw. Doink! And then I gotta shoot a thumbnail and I'm gonna taste it. I'm really curious how this is gonna turn out. I'm kind of expecting it to be a little disappointing still, but hopefully I'm wrong. Let's see. Cheers. Shoot. Of course, the straw clogs because I left the pulp in. Let me get a bigger straw. There we go. That guy's not gonna clog. Hot dang, that is a good drink. So this is actually pretty good. I feel like it could use even more of that citric acid, to be honest. So, you know what? I'm gonna add more. I'm gonna give it, I don't know, I think like 10 drops, something like that. Because the book says to only add it like 1 drop at a time. There, that's 12 drops. I've been kind of scared to like overdo it, and I think that it needs a fair amount of citric acid to really bring out the orange flavor, because you could taste the change that was happening when it was just the orange juice by itself. It brightened it up, it made it taste more orangey. You know, like when you squeeze or cut an orange peel and that just orange oil, bright, citrusy orange flavor. How many times can I get away with saying orange in a sentence without it starting to sound really weird? So the citric acid works, but I think it just needs a fairly heavy hand when it comes to it. So let's try this again. Boom, that's it. Okay, that's what I was waiting for. Man, that just pops with orange flavor. It's so bright, it's tangy. It's like that classic fresh pressed sweet orange juice that you want to have with a good breakfast, you know? It has that flavor, and it's also interesting because on the first taste, the vodka was like really present. It was really like noticeable, like, hello, you are drinking vodka. And now it's kind of backed off a little bit. And I think it's just because the orange flavor is so much more dominant. I think if the main thing you taste is vodka, then your orange juice is not doing its job. Or maybe you have bigger problems and probably should stop drinking.